You tend to share too much about your life. That's where you go wrong. You believe that talking helps others understand you, but it often just leaves you feeling exposed. You think that opening up about your struggles lightens your load, but it can also reveal your vulnerabilities to others. While there are plenty of people willing to listen, very few genuinely care. Keep in mind that not everyone is worthy of knowing the intimate details of your soul. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He didn't say, talk about it. He didn't say, post about it. He simply said, be one. There's a unique strength in silence that no amount of words can match. Every time you try to explain yourself to those who will never truly get you, you lose a bit of your power. So, here are 6 things you should keep to yourself. Not because you should hide from the world, but because true strength comes from what you protect. First up, your most ambitious plans. Don't reveal your strategies before you've even begun the fight. The moment you voice your goals, you give others the chance to doubt them. You hand them the ability to question your journey, potentially draining your motivation before it even takes off. Keep your dreams close to your heart. Imagine your dreams hidden like a seed beneath the soil. Let your achievements speak for themselves, rather than just your intentions. Epictetus wisely advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Notice he emphasized saying it to yourself, not to the crowd or your friends. The strength of your own belief is far more powerful than any applause from others. When you spread your energy trying to convince people of your aspirations, you dilute the very determination that could bring them to life. Build in silence. Move quietly. The world doesn't need to see what you're creating until it stands firm and undeniable before them. Next, let's talk about your pain. Stop airing your wounds in public. Not everyone who listens truly cares, and not everyone who offers comfort is genuine. Some are just measuring how deep your scars are to know where to strike next. Pain is sacred. Treat it with the respect it deserves. When you dwell too much on what has hurt you, you risk letting your past dictate your present. Instead, wear your scars like armor. Seneca once said, "Fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men." Your suffering is not a story to tell or a badge to wear. It's a crucible that shapes you into something stronger, calmer, and wiser. The quiet person who carries their burdens with grace is the one who truly understands resilience. Pain with dignity commands more respect than the loud individual who turns suffering into a spectacle. When you endure hardship, do so quietly. And when you rise again, let others marvel at how you manage to overcome. Next up, let's talk about your income. Money has a way of revealing character, yours and theirs. Share your earnings with someone, and you might catch a glimpse of envy in one set of eyes and greed in another. Money can twist relationships faster than any lie ever could. People start to compare, calculate, and make assumptions. They stop seeing you for who you are and start focusing on what you possess. So, let them wonder. Let them remain in the dark. There's a certain power in keeping things mysterious. Seneca once cautioned that wealth itself isn't evil, but the attachment to it can be. When you flaunt your riches, you become a prisoner to others' opinions. Keep your wealth private, and you'll maintain your freedom. Remember, the truly wealthy person isn't the one who brags about their riches. It's the one who doesn't feel the need to. Now, let's discuss your next move. A wise person once said, "Move in silence, and let your achievements speak for themselves." Don't let your enemies know when you're about to make a move. Don't let your competitors see when you're about to expand. Keep your plans close to your chest while you're still figuring them out. In this unpredictable world, peace often lies in the element of surprise. Even Marcus Aurelius, a great emperor, recognized that calm execution is far more powerful than loud ambition. He noted, "The best revenge is not to become like your enemy." So act differently. Be hard to read. While they boast, you build. While they gossip, you work. By the time they wake up to your success, it'll be too late for them to stop you. The quiet achiever prevails because they allow time to do the talking. Lastly, let's touch on your kindness. There's no need to broadcast your good deeds or seek applause for your virtues. True goodness is meant to be done quietly. Detecting AI-generated content and transforming it into something that feels more human is easy with our AI content detector. Just paste your text, and in seconds, you'll receive results that resonate with authenticity. Here's the text to analyze, not displayed. Every time you lend a hand and make it known, you dilute the purity of that gesture. True virtue doesn't crave an audience. As Epictetus wisely said, don't just talk about your philosophy, live it. This means embodying your principles quietly, helping others without seeking recognition, and forgiving without waiting for applause. The loudest acts of kindness often mask the weakest egos. But the quiet, unseen kindness, that's where your soul truly gains strength. Do good simply because it's who you are, not for the sake of public approval. In a world fixated on appearances, choosing silence is the ultimate act of defiance. Now, let's talk about your private life. In this era of constant exposure, keeping some things to yourself is a form of power. Not everything needs to be laid bare. Not everyone deserves to know who you love, what you fear, or where you wander. Oversharing can slowly erode the mystery that commands respect. The more they know about you, the less they appreciate your value. Treat your private life like a sacred space. Protect it like a temple. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you lay every thought out for the world to see, you risk letting their opinions taint your soul. Keep a part of yourself untouched, unspoken, and unseen. That's your fortress. That's where your true strength lies. You know, the guy who spills all his secrets ends up feeling empty. He's got no mysteries, no quiet moments, and no barriers to hide behind. But the man who keeps the important stuff tucked away, that guy has a certain weight to him. People can sense his presence, even when he's silent. He doesn't plead for understanding. He allows his calmness to do the talking. Life has shown me that the more you expose, the less respect you earn. People don't cherish what they can fully grasp. They treasure what remains a bit elusive. That's why stillness draws people in. That's why silence can fill a room. So take this to heart. Restraint is a form of strength. Privacy holds power. Discretion is a mark of wisdom. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices or your reasons. The more you share, the more you give away. The less you reveal, the freer you become. The Stoics weren't emotionless. They simply chose not to be governed by their feelings. They embodied discipline and found peace in quietude. Stay calm, not loud. Let your stillness do the talking. The less they know, the less they can hurt you. Keep your peace close and safeguard your thoughts. Let your quietness be your strength. When others sense the depth of your tranquility, just smile. True power doesn't need to raise its voice. It speaks softly.